Chosen one, stop scrolling immediately and listen to me. Do not move past this urgent message today. This is not the algorithm playing random games with your feed. This is an urgent, divine interception routed directly to your screen today, because every other subtle sign the universe sent you was completely missed. Archangel Michael has personally deployed this final warning for you. The window for your massive spiritual breakthrough is closing rapidly. If you leave now, you will single-handedly shut the door on the blessing. You will remain blind to the massive shift happening right under your feet. The heavy spiritual attacks you have been facing recently are not random coincidences. They are hard proof that the dark forces around you are absolutely panicking because they know exactly what kind of immense power is coming for you. They want you to swipe away and lose your focus. Do not give them the satisfaction of winning this battle. Listen carefully to the sound of my voice right now. Before you do anything else, I need you to take one slow breath. Right now, in your chest, there is a heavy tightness that has not loosened. Your exhausted mind was racing at 3 in the morning last night. Stop letting the world convince you that you are just stressed out or slowly losing your grip on reality while you navigate this chaotic season alone. You are completely sane, and your sharp intuition is perfectly accurate. That strange physical exhaustion is your spirit detecting a massive shift. You did not click this video by accident today. Your intuition violently dragged you here because heaven is issuing a divine relocation order. The precise coordinates for your new life are currently being downloaded, but your current low frequency is blocking the final transmission from coming through. You must elevate your energy immediately to receive this crucial data. I will show you exactly how to do that soon. Everything around you feels like it is crumbling into dust. People you trusted deeply are suddenly acting strange and incredibly distant. Doors you prayed would open have been slammed shut in your face. You feel entirely isolated, deeply confused, and you are wondering if God has completely forgotten about all the silent sacrifices you made over the years. I am here to firmly tell you that you are not being punished. This is a highly specific extraction protocol in motion. You are being divinely extracted from a toxic timeline. This old environment was secretly designed to destroy your bright light. But there is a hidden mechanism buried inside this breakthrough today. You will completely miss this vital secret if you choose to swipe away and ignore the urgent warning that heaven is desperately trying to send you. If you leave now, the blessing will still arrive eventually, but you will not have the spiritual equipment to hold it. Make a solemn promise to your future self right now. Do not let this crucial message fade into the internet noise. You must stay locked on these words until the very last second. The universe is carefully aligning a magnificent collision of miraculous events just for you, but the darkness has laid a fatal trap right at the finish line. They want to sabotage your grand escape at the last moment. I will expose their pathetic trap before it is too late. They always described you the exact same way in the past. You were always too kind and far too forgiving for your own good. You were the one who always stayed quiet just to keep the peace. And because of that pure heart, they severely underestimated your spiritual authority and thought they could easily walk all over you without facing any divine consequences. Welcome to your magnificent era of quiet and untouchable power. You are the rare anomaly that they secretly fear the most. It is funny how the same people who ignored your tears act now. They are suddenly feeling incredibly uncomfortable around your completely new energy. They foolishly thought their cruel betrayal would break you into a million pieces, but instead of breaking you, their actions activated a primal and dangerous level of spiritual power deep inside your DNA that you never knew existed. Heaven is about to expose exactly what is happening behind the scenes. Their hidden agendas will be brought into the blinding light. Those who plotted against your downfall are watching their own lives crumble. Everything they built on a foundation of lies is slowly turning to dust. Meanwhile, a massive table of abundance is being prepared just for you. The Divine Relocation Order means God is forcibly moving you from a place where you were merely tolerated to a glorious kingdom where you truly belong. You are being elevated to the absolute masterclass today. Your long season of suffering in the shadows is over, but you have to receive the exact coordinates before the midnight hour. Your precious spirit has been restless because it knows the truth. The old environment is now completely toxic to your grand destiny. If you stubbornly ignore this warning and cling to the past, you might accidentally wander right back into the emotional trap they carefully set for you. I need you to pay very close attention to the specific signs. I am about to reveal the absolute truth to your soul. There is a very specific reason why your physical body feels so heavy. There is a profound secret behind the sudden urge to isolate yourself. You want to completely hide away from everyone you used to know. I am going to decode these bizarre and painful symptoms for you right now, but you must promise to guard this sacred knowledge with your entire life. This secret frequency is absolutely not meant for the ordinary masses. The dark forces that profit off your exhaustion are actively watching. They are desperately trying to scrub this high frequency from your daily feed. They are absolutely terrified of what happens when a chosen soul wakes up. When you finally realize your immense worth and step into your true power, you will become an unstoppable weapon of light that destroys their dark matrix. You are holding the golden key to a generational wealth transfer. Do not let them distract you from your ultimate prize. Take another deep breath and clear your anxious mind right now. The Divine Relocation Order is active in the heavenly realms. The angels are patiently waiting for your final confirmation. The brutal waiting season is officially over, and the glorious harvest you have been praying for during all those long nights is finally standing at your door. Now, let me tell you exactly why the universe intervened. Heaven had to break your heart to save your entire life. I need you to pause for a moment and look around you. Everything in your life feels incredibly heavy right now, and you wake up every single morning with a strange sense of dread. Your chest feels tight. Your shoulders carry an invisible burden. You are constantly wondering if you are doing something terribly wrong. The universe sees your hidden pain. Before we go any deeper into this revelation today, I want you to make a physical commitment. Tap the like button as an act of agreement with what God just spoke to your weary soul. This simple action anchors your energy to this divine frequency, while it sends a clear signal to heaven that you are finally ready. You are divinely protected now. Let us talk about those long nights. You are waking up abruptly at 3 in the morning. Your mind is racing with endless scenarios, and you feel a deep anxiety that you cannot easily explain to anyone. Stop telling yourself that you are going crazy. Stop letting toxic friends convince you that you are just suffering from regular stress. You are sensitive. That intense late-night anxiety is actually a spiritual download. Your soul is receiving massive amounts of new data for your upcoming journey. Your physical body is struggling to process this high-frequency information, but your spirit knows exactly what is happening behind the scenes. You feel completely restless. Your spirit knows it is time to leave. You are outgrowing this space. Notice how your old environment is rapidly collapsing around you. The people you used to laugh with suddenly feel like complete strangers. Conversations that used to bring you joy now feel incredibly draining and painfully hollow because your frequency has shifted entirely. You find yourself retreating from social gatherings. You no longer pretend to fit in. This sudden aversion to your old life is not a sign of depression. It is a divine relocation order manifesting in your physical reality. God is making your current environment completely uncomfortable, so you will finally find the courage to pack up and move. If you were still comfortable, you would stay forever. You would never reach your new destiny. The discomfort is a gift. You are experiencing profound isolation right now. You feel like nobody on this planet truly understands the heavy burden you carry. Your family might look at you differently. Your friends might have slowly stopped calling you, and this sudden loneliness hurts deeply, while you often cry in silent desperation. But you must understand the divine purpose. This is not a cruel punishment from the universe. You are experiencing what heaven calls divine isolation. God deliberately removed those people from your daily life to protect your fragile energy. They were secretly draining your precious power, and they were anchoring you to a toxic timeline you were always meant to escape. Heaven had to isolate you to upgrade you. You are a powerful empath with a pure heart. For years you absorbed the toxic energy of everyone around you. You healed them while you slowly bled out. But that old version of you is officially dead. Your spirit now demands strict boundaries. The universe is installing a new spiritual armor around you, and it feels strange and heavy at first. You are completely transforming. You might even feel physical dizziness or hear a faint ringing in your ears. Some days you wake up so exhausted that simply getting out of bed feels like a massive battle. This is the heavy toll of spiritual warfare happening behind the scenes. You are actively breaking generational curses, and that monumental task requires an immense amount of your physical energy. I want to validate every single tear you cried in secret. I see how hard you tried to hold everything together. You played the role of the strong one for so long. You smiled for them while you were quietly dying inside. But heaven has kept a meticulous record of your beautiful sacrifices. Your pure heart did not go unnoticed by the Supreme Creator. You are deeply loved. Those doors that recently slammed shut in your face were actually a severe mercy. You prayed so hard for that specific job or that particular relationship to work out. When it failed, you felt completely abandoned by God. But heaven saw the hidden traps inside those rooms, and God closed those doors violently to prevent you from making a terrible mistake. The universe is deliberately dismantling your old life. You cannot build a glorious new kingdom on a foundation of lies and toxic attachments. The crumbling of your world is making room for the massive blessing you actually asked for. You have to let the old structures fall completely. Do not try to hold on to the ruins of a life you have outgrown. Let it all go now. Take a deep breath and let this soothing truth settle in your weary spirit. You are not failing at life. You are simply in the messy middle of a profound transformation. Your deep sense of restlessness is the final alarm clock ringing in your soul, and the Divine Relocation Order has been signed in heaven. You are being prepared for the grand departure. Keep listening. Listen carefully to what I am about to say next. I need you to deeply reflect on the past few years of your life. You have carried a massive burden of guilt for way too long. You thought your painful isolation was a cruel punishment because you made terrible mistakes while you were desperately trying to figure out your path. You deeply believed your spirit was flawed, but heaven is clearing your precious name today. You did absolutely nothing wrong. Let me tell you the real reason this happened. The universe deliberately stripped those toxic people away from you. You cried bitterly when they walked away, and you constantly begged them to stay. You felt completely shattered by their incredibly cold rejection. But while you were weeping over the devastating loss of those relationships, heaven was quietly rejoicing because the angels knew you were finally safe. God was rescuing you from a very dangerous snare. What you recently experienced was not a terrible curse. It was a rigorous and necessary period of divine isolation. Your rare frequency is a massive threat to the dark matrix. If heaven had left you in that chaotic environment, those ruthless energy vampires would have drained your bright light until you had nothing left to give. You were placed in a strict spiritual quarantine. Your divine isolation was your ultimate shield of protection. Stop blaming yourself for the painful delays in your journey. Stop thinking you missed your blessing because you were not good enough. You are a powerful, chosen one with a grand destiny. Heaven deliberately slowed you down to protect you from rooms you were never meant to enter and people who were assigned to destroy your soul. The universe had to forcibly delay your progress to keep you safe. You were shielded from massive, unseen harm. Think about the specific people who suddenly betrayed your trust. You gave them your pure heart without any hesitation. You sacrificed your own peace just to make them smile, and they repaid your profound kindness with brutal silence and cruel gossip, while they pretended that you were the one causing all the dramatic problems. But here is the shocking truth they tried to hide. They fled in absolute terror because your brilliant light exposed them. Your spiritual vibration was simply too high for their egos. They could not successfully manipulate what they could not understand. So they tried to make you feel incredibly small and hopelessly broken. They wanted you to shrink your powerful divine energy just to fit comfortably into their miserable and chaotic world of endless complaints. But the universe violently intervened before you could destroy yourself. You are totally free from their heavy, toxic grip. You are a fierce cycle breaker for your entire bloodline. You carry the heavy mandate to rewrite your dark history. A mission of that massive magnitude cannot be safely executed in a crowded room full of jealous spectators who secretly want to see you fail. God had to pull you into the silent and lonely wilderness. You needed a quiet space to hear the true voice. Heaven removed the worldly distractions so you could finally awaken. I know the deep silence was absolutely agonizing for you. There were long nights when you felt completely forgotten. You stared at the ceiling and wondered if your intense suffering would ever end. But every single tear you cried in the dark was washing away the toxic debris of your past while preparing your heart for a massive upgrade. The agonizing emotional pain was actually a powerful spiritual purge. You were shedding an old skin. Do you feel that shift in your energy right now? That is your sharp intuition strongly confirming this profound truth. You are finally understanding the grand design behind your deepest wounds. The rejection was God intentionally pushing you out of a timeline that was entirely too small for your destiny, because you were meant for greatness. You were actively being prepared for a massive kingdom upgrade. Everything is perfectly aligning. If you had kept that particular job, your soul would have withered away. The universe loved you entirely too much to let you settle for scraps. God had to completely wreck your ordinary earthly plans to make absolute room for your extraordinary divine relocation order to finally manifest in your life. The sudden destruction of your past was a profound act of unconditional love. You are entirely safe in the hands of the Creator. This is where everything starts to make perfect sense today. The brutal isolation was your highly intensive spiritual training ground. You learned how to survive the raging storm entirely alone. You learned how to validate your own worth when nobody else would clap for you. You became an incredibly resilient weapon of light because you endured the darkest nights without ever losing your faith in the divine plan. The darkness cannot defeat you now. Feel the heavy chains of guilt falling off your exhausted shoulders. You are completely absolved from all of your perceived failures. Your agonizing season in the dark wilderness has successfully accomplished its divine purpose, and you are finally ready to receive the absolute truth about your brilliant future. You are completely purified and ready for the next step. But wait, do not turn away from this crucial message just yet. But there is a deeper layer to this phenomenon. You tried so hard to blend in. You wore a heavy mask just to make them comfortable. But your soul was quietly vibrating at a completely different frequency. The old environment eventually pushed you out because your bright light became absolutely intolerable to their dark shadows. They did not reject you because you were broken. They aggressively pushed you away because they could literally feel your massive spiritual authority. When you started doing the hard inner work to heal your childhood wounds, your energetic signature fundamentally changed forever. You outgrew their low vibration completely. Take a deep breath right now. Let this powerful revelation settle in your weary spirit. You used to match their frequency of endless complaints and toxic drama, but then you bravely chose to heal yourself, while they stubbornly chose to stay exactly the same. The energetic gap between your soul and their reality became a massive canyon. Your presence alone became a blinding mirror that reflected their deeply hidden insecurities. They absolutely hated looking at that truthful mirror. Your quiet spiritual growth was a loud reminder of their painful stagnation. So they subconsciously conspired to push you out of their circle, to protect their fragile egos from your blinding truth. The old environment violently vomited you out, because pure light and dark shadows cannot occupy the exact same space. You were the rare anomaly they simply could not control. You are the one who survived the storm alone. You bravely fought those brutal spiritual battles in complete silence while they slept peacefully. That rigorous training elevated your frequency to the absolute masterclass. You are no longer an easy target for their emotional manipulation. When a chosen one upgrades their vibration, the entire dark matrix around them begins to violently glitch and collapse in real time. This is the exact mechanism of your divine expulsion today. The universe intentionally made your energy completely incompatible with their toxic systems. Your old friends felt uncomfortable. Your old boss found ridiculous reasons to constantly criticize your hard work. You thought you were experiencing a terrible string of bad luck, but heaven was creating a severe energetic mismatch to force your divine relocation order. Listen closely to this next critical part. This is where the profound revelation changes your entire perspective. The rejection was simply an energetic defense mechanism of the dying dark matrix. They expelled you because they could not consume your pure light anymore. You finally stopped giving them free access to your sacred energy. You established firm boundaries, and they absolutely panicked when the free supply was cut off. You are officially stepping into an era of absolute divine alignment. The pitch-black darkness has finally retreated behind you. The bright dawn of a magnificent new era is shining its glorious rays directly onto your spiritual crown. You are standing right on the precipice of a massive timeline jump. To lock in this glorious frequency and create an absolute shield of divine protection today, you must take a physical action. The angels are actively watching your response in this exact moment. Do not let this powerful alignment slip away into the shadows. Type 111 down in the comments to claim this alignment right now. When you type those sacred numbers, you are commanding the universe to permanently seal this new reality. You are firmly declaring your identity as the absolute master of reality who no longer bends to toxic environments. By performing this simple action, you are anchoring your soul to the highest vibrational frequency available today. You are officially accepting the Divine Relocation Order. The universe recognizes your brave obedience and immediately dispatches angels to guard your new path. The old environment can never pull you back down again. But wait, do not celebrate your final victory just yet. I have to urgently warn you about a very dangerous snare hiding in the shadows. There is a deeply hidden mechanism that almost stopped your grand escape entirely. Even after the old environment pushed you away, there was an invisible chain trying to drag you right back into the terrible abuse. Something deep inside your own heart was secretly betraying your ultimate freedom. What is this fatal barrier preventing your complete liberation? Why do you still feel a strange gravitational pull toward the very people who deeply broke your spirit? There is a highly specific emotional trap that 99% of chosen ones completely fall for right before their breakthrough. It is a dangerous illusion carefully manufactured by the dark forces to keep your beautiful soul permanently enslaved to the past. I am going to expose this exact trap in the next few minutes. If you do not easily recognize this silent enemy, your divine relocation will be completely sabotaged at the final border crossing. You must stay highly alert as we enter the most critical phase of this transmission today. The enemy is desperately trying to use your greatest virtue against you. Prepare your spirit for the shocking truth about your kind heart. The fatal trap I warned you about earlier is your own profound compassion. You are a natural healer with a beautifully pure heart. When those toxic people hurt you, you did not respond with immediate anger. You responded with dangerous pity. You looked at those incredibly abusive narcissists, and you only saw their wounded inner child crying for help while they secretly plotted to destroy your life. That empathy is exactly what they brutally weaponized against you. They are emotional vampires who completely lack their own divine light. They cannot generate their own spiritual warmth, so they intentionally created chaotic drama just to harvest your precious energy. Every time you forgave their terrible lies, they felt an absolute rush of dark power over your soul because you gave them total control. You must stop feeling sorry for the exact demons that were actively assigned to destroy your destiny. You cannot save people who are absolutely committed to misunderstanding you. The universe is demanding a complete and ruthless purge of your timeline right now. You have to aggressively sever those toxic, energetic cords without a single ounce of lingering regret, because your bright future depends on it entirely. This is where you fully activate your quiet authority today. You do not need to send them a long, angry text message explaining your feelings. You do not need closure from people who constantly lied to your face. Your absolute silence is the ultimate weapon that terrifies them deeply, because they can no longer manipulate what they cannot access. Your sudden absence is the only closure they will ever receive from you. Take a deep breath and let go of their heavy chains. Let the toxic ashes of those dead relationships blow away in the wild wind. You are the cycle breaker who finally said enough. The pain they caused you was incredibly severe, but it forged you into an untouchable master of your own reality who bows to absolutely no one in this dark world. You are completely sovereign now. They thought your gentle silence was a sign of pathetic weakness. They foolishly believed they could easily replace your pure light with someone else. But right now, they are starving in the dark without your endless supply of free grace. The dark matrix they built around you is entirely collapsing, and they are watching their own miserable lives unravel while you are walking toward ultimate glory. Stop checking their online profiles to see if they miss you. Stop hoping that karma will instantly punish them. Your glorious elevation is the absolute ultimate revenge. The universe is completely removing their access to your divine frequency because they proved they were totally unworthy of your sacred presence. Let the dead bury their own dead today. You must mentally pack your bags right now. The Divine Relocation Order strictly prohibits bringing any toxic baggage into the Promised Land. If you carry their heavy memory into your new timeline, you will infect your own massive blessing. You must look those painful memories in the eye and firmly declare that they hold zero power over your bright future anymore. You are fully detached. Pay very close attention to this next critical part. As you successfully cut these dark energetic cords today, something miraculous is happening in the spiritual realm. The heavy fog is finally lifting from your weary mind. The blocked energy is rushing back into your physical body, and heaven is beginning to drop undeniable physical signs right in front of your weary eyes. But I must warn you about the counterfeit spirits first. When the enemy realizes you have completely escaped their toxic cage, they will send those exact people back to test your firm boundaries. They will suddenly message you out of nowhere with a fake apology, hoping to drag you right back into their miserable cycle of endless abuse before you reach the final heavenly gate. Do not reply to their desperate messages under any circumstances. That sudden apology is absolutely not genuine remorse. It is simply a panicked reaction to their empty energy tanks. They are starving for your brilliant light, and they want to steal your new blessing, but you are a weapon of light who no longer tolerates disrespect, disguised as simple honesty. Stay totally silent. You have officially survived the brutal purge. The toxic debris has been completely cleared from your divine path today. The universe is incredibly proud of your fierce strength. But how do you know that your divine relocation is happening right now? There are specific physical markers that prove your new timeline is actively descending upon you. You need to memorize these exact signs immediately. If you do not recognize the undeniable proof of your massive upgrade, you might accidentally ignore the final transmission. God is leaving a trail of beautiful breadcrumbs for your weary soul to carefully follow. You must open your eyes and witness the glory rushing toward your reality right now. The universe never moves a chosen soul without providing a clear map first. The deep pain is officially behind you forever. The glorious destination is waiting just across the bright bridge. Keep listening closely, because I will reveal the exact physical signs that prove your profound peace is finally arriving at your door today. Now, I need you to pay incredibly close attention to your immediate surroundings. You have survived the painful purge, and the toxic energy is gone. But God does not simply leave a chosen one standing in the empty wilderness forever. The universe is actively dropping massive breadcrumbs to confirm your divine relocation order is executing right now in real time. The first undeniable sign is the sudden appearance of intense synchronicities in your daily life. You are seeing repeating numbers everywhere you look right now. 111, 777, 1111. These are not random numerical glitches on your digital clock. They are direct angelic transmissions confirming that your specific coordinates are fully locked and loaded for the grand jump. Your physical reality is beginning to deeply reflect your high spiritual frequency. Notice how total strangers are suddenly drawn to your bright energy in public spaces. They look at you with deep respect, and they speak to you with an unusual reverence, because your invisible spiritual crown is shining incredibly bright today. Your quiet presence alone commands instant authority without a single word spoken. You are also experiencing a profound and unexplainable peace deep inside your soul. Even though your external world still looks incredibly messy, your internal world is entirely calm. The old anxiety that used to choke you at midnight has completely vanished. That deep peace is the undeniable proof that you have officially crossed the threshold into your brand new timeline of total victory. God is actively preparing a glorious table for you right in the presence of your past enemies. Unexpected opportunities are suddenly falling directly into your lap without any massive effort on your part. People in high places are mentioning your precious name in rooms you have not even walked into yet. The universe is orchestrating a massive alignment of resources just for your benefit today. But here is the most shocking sign of your complete relocation. You are suddenly experiencing a deep and complete detachment from your past desires. The things you desperately cried for last year do not even interest you anymore. You look back at the people you begged to stay, and you feel absolutely nothing but a cold indifference, because your soul has outgrown their small world entirely. Take a deep breath and let this realization settle in your powerful spirit. You are no longer fighting desperately for a tiny seat at their miserable table. You are currently building your own glorious kingdom with heaven's unlimited resources. The universe is handing you the master blueprint for your generational wealth and absolute emotional freedom today. You are fully equipped. But I must warn you about the final test right before the dawn breaks. As these beautiful signs multiply rapidly, the dark matrix will launch one last desperate attack. This is the fatal trap before the grand climax. The enemy will suddenly send an incredibly shiny distraction, perfectly disguised as a massive blessing to pull you off your destined path. This false blessing will look exactly like what you used to want in the past. It might be a sudden job offer from that toxic company that previously rejected you. It might be an incredibly sweet message from that toxic ex who broke your heart. The enemy is checking to see if your high frequency is truly permanent, or if you can still be easily bought with cheap earthly validation. You must completely ignore this final, desperate illusion today. Do not trade your massive kingdom inheritance for a tiny bowl of pathetic soup. The universe is watching to see if you will hold the line. You are a powerful master of reality who instantly recognizes their pathetic counterfeit tricks. You must fiercely protect your new energy signature at all costs today. By easily passing this final test, you prove to the Supreme Creator that your vessel is entirely pure and completely ready to hold the immense glory. The massive shift is happening right now, in this exact second, while you listen to my voice. The old heavy chains have permanently dissolved into dust. The bright golden doors of your new destiny are swinging wide open. Can you feel that intense, energetic pull in your chest right now? That is the exact frequency of absolute divine victory coursing through your physical veins. Your divine relocation order is officially complete in the spiritual realm, and now it is violently crashing into your physical, earthly reality with unstoppable holy force. You are fully aligned. Brace your spirit for the massive impact. The waiting season is officially over today. The profound revelation you have been desperately seeking is finally here. I am about to hand you the absolute keys to your new kingdom right now. Do not move a single muscle as we enter the most powerful moment of this entire divine transmission. The wait is officially over today. The heavy spiritual veil has been completely torn apart. You are stepping directly into the absolute highest frequency of your entire existence. Every single tear you cried in the dark was a divine deposit into your heavenly account. Now the universe is handing you the magnificent crown of total victory. You are no longer the broken empath who begged for a tiny crumb of respect. The painful crucible of severe isolation has successfully forged you into the untouchable master of your reality. Your energy demands total reverence without a single word spoken. You command the atmosphere simply by walking into a crowded room today. You are a massive weapon of blinding light. Listen to the glorious sound of heavy chains breaking all around you. The Divine Relocation Order is fully executed in the heavenly courts right now. God is officially transferring massive generational wealth directly into your new timeline. The rich resources that the enemy tried to steal are being returned to you with supernatural interest. Your profound suffering has purchased a massive kingdom inheritance. You are completely untouchable now. The dark matrix has lost its heavy grip on your beautiful soul forever. They can never pull you back down into their miserable pit of toxic drama. You operate on an entirely different dimensional plane today. The spiritual authority you carry is absolutely terrifying to the forces of darkness. They watch you rise in complete awe. This is your magnificent coronation day. Feel the immense surge of pure divine power rushing through your physical veins. The angels are singing a glorious song of ultimate triumph just for you as you finally step into the bright light. Every closed door from your painful past has been violently blown off its rusty hinges. The universe has rolled out the golden carpet for your grand arrival. You have successfully passed the brutal wilderness test. You proved your fiercely loyal heart to the Supreme Creator when nobody else was watching. And because you remained faithful in the deep darkness, heaven is making you a powerful ruler in the bright light. The keys to the kingdom are securely placed in your hands today. Unlock your massive destiny right now. The people who cruelly doubted you are completely stunned. They are silently watching your magnificent rise from the dirty sidelines. They desperately wish they had treated you better when they had the rare chance. But their toxic regret is absolutely none of your spiritual business anymore, because you have evolved entirely past their low frequency. You are entirely focused on the massive abundance flowing into your new life. Breathe in this victorious energy right now. Let the sweet taste of absolute vindication fill your weary soul. God has publicly cleared your precious name before all your hidden enemies, and you do not have to fight a single physical battle anymore. The universe is aggressively fighting on your behalf while you rest in profound peace. You are divinely shielded today. Your brand new reality is vibrating with unlimited possibilities. The long season of painful scarcity is completely dead and buried in the past, while you step into an endless river of pure financial and spiritual abundance. Everything your hands touch from this moment forward will magically turn into pure gold. Your frequency is perfectly tuned to the highest dimension. As this glorious realization firmly settles into your spirit, your body might feel incredibly light. The heavy burdens of your ancestors have been completely lifted off your shoulders today. You are the fierce cycle breaker they all patiently waited for, but you must consciously lock in this massive upgrade before you move forward. You must carefully seal the new timeline today. The pitch-black darkness has permanently retreated behind you, and the bright dawn of your new era is shining its warmest rays onto your spiritual crown. You must fully accept this divine relocation order with your entire heart. Do not let the familiar comfort of your old pain drag you backward. You are meant to fiercely rule the magnificent promised land today. You are completely overflowing with an unstoppable divine euphoric energy. Your spirit is dancing in the magnificent light of absolute freedom. To firmly anchor this high frequency into your physical reality, you need to perform a sacred physical action. The dark forces will try to whisper tiny doubts the moment you close this divine transmission. You cannot let them win. You must create an impenetrable energetic shield around your new blessing. The universe requires your immediate and bold participation to finalize this massive transfer. God has handed you the ultimate blueprint for victory, but you must actively reach out and grab it. Your physical obedience is the final puzzle piece that activates the miraculous heavenly machinery. The brutal wait is finally over. Prepare your powerful spirit for the ultimate seal of divine protection. We are about to permanently lock the massive gates of your beautiful new kingdom, and nobody from your toxic past will ever be able to access your sacred energy again. You are fully relocated, fully restored, and fully empowered today. It is time to officially claim your magnificent throne. You are standing on sacred holy ground today. The massive shift we just experienced is incredibly real, but the dark forces will try to steal this beautiful revelation because they want you to forget your new power. You must firmly lock this high frequency into your physical reality right now. Do not leave your energetic doors wide open. This is your final defining moment right now. Your spirit has fully received the divine relocation order today, but your physical body must perform a sacred act of total agreement. Heaven is patiently waiting for your final physical confirmation. The angels are standing by to permanently seal your new timeline, while the Supreme Creator actively prepares your massive feast in the light. You must prove to the universe that you are entirely ready. You need to officially claim your glorious inheritance. Type Amen down in the comments to seal this reality right now. When you type that sacred word, you are drawing a firm line in the spiritual sand. You are boldly telling the darkness that they have completely lost their power. And that simple action creates a massive shield around your new blessing, because heaven always recognizes your bold physical obedience on earth. It is your final declaration of absolute victory. Do not let this powerful moment pass you by today. Type your confirmation and let it echo loudly through the heavenly courts. The universe deeply honors those who take bold and decisive action. Your brave public declaration instantly activates the anointing of extreme favor over your household, and it completely blocks the dark attacks. You are literally signing the divine contract for your new life. You are the ultimate chosen one standing here today. Now you must actively protect your bright energy from future attacks. The Matrix will constantly try to drag you back into the heavy beta waves of pure survival mode, but you will never let them steal your peace again. Subscribe to the channel right now to anchor yourself at the highest vibrational frequency. The dark entities will absolutely panic and run away. Hitting that subscribe button establishes a divine energy receiving station for your soul. It ensures you never miss another urgent warning from the Supreme Creator. The enemy wants you to remain isolated and deeply confused while they secretly plan their next vicious attack in the shadows. But joining this powerful tribe of chosen ones makes you completely untouchable. They can no longer manipulate your pure mind. You are surrounded by an army of bright angels. There is one final step to complete your magnificent coronation today. God operates on the beautiful law of divine and endless multiplication. When you generously share a massive blessing, heaven immediately multiplies your own personal harvest. You must not selfishly hoard this intense spiritual fire, because there are other chosen ones who desperately need this truth. You have to quickly pass the sacred torch. You must intimately partner with the divine plan today. There is a lonely soul out there bleeding in the dark of deep despair. They are desperately crying out for a guiding light right now. Share this message with someone who needs it to completely multiply your own blessing. Sowing the seed of pure hope today guarantees a massive harvest of miracles for yourself tomorrow, and God will reward your beautiful generosity. You become the answered prayer for another chosen one. Do not hesitate to spread the brilliant light today. Imagine the immense emotional relief they will feel when they hear these words. Your simple act of sharing could literally save them from a fatal spiritual trap. God will heavily reward your beautiful obedience in the coming days. By sending this specific frequency to others, you prove that your hands are fully open to receive even more wealth. Your brand new kingdom is entirely built on divine love. You are a brilliant beacon of pure hope. The Divine Relocation Order is now securely locked and officially sealed forever. You are fully protected by the heavy armor of the highest fighting angels. Let the overwhelming peace wash over your weary mind completely today. You never have to look back at the painful ruins of your past again, because those old bridges are completely burned to the ground. The golden doors of your absolute master class are standing wide open. Walk right through them with absolute extreme confidence. You are the fierce cycle breaker who finally won the difficult generational war. Your proud ancestors are cheering loudly from the heavenly realms right now. They are incredibly proud of your quiet strength and your unbroken, beautiful faith. Walk forward into your brand new reality with your head held extremely high, and do not ever apologize for your massive spiritual success. You are the untouchable master of your own reality. You have officially defeated the evil dark matrix today. Even though you are safely relocated, the enemy might still try to knock gently. They will desperately attempt to peek into your beautiful new life, but your energetic walls are completely impenetrable now. Do not even bother to look out the window when they come crying, because your absolute silence remains your greatest defensive weapon. Let them stay completely locked outside in the cold. You are warm and perfectly safe inside your castle. The heavy, brutal storms are officially over for good. The harsh winter of your soul has finally melted into a glorious, eternal spring. Embrace your massive inheritance and step boldly into the blinding light of your grand destiny. I will continue to stand watch and bring you the next crucial update when heaven clearly speaks to my spirit once again. Stay completely aligned with this absolute divine truth today. Stay fiercely protected by the highest ranking angels. You are completely free from their toxic chains. You are deeply loved by the Supreme Creator. Your new geographical coordinates are permanently set in the divine alignment of the stars. May the Supreme Creator bless your beautiful journey ahead with endless miracles, and may your heart always remember the massive battles you bravely won. You have fully survived the dark night of the soul. Welcome to the magnificent kingdom you were always meant to rule.